Women in Business. Today we have a freebie for you.
Barb, I've got a question for you.
Yes.
So, meditation has been a big buzzword, a big topic out there, and it's actually starting to get some serious traction in the health community. Scientists and doctors have been researching this, and they're starting to understand the health benefits behind meditation. And one of the things you do, I know professionally, is you coach business people, whether people like me on wanting to invest, or all the way up to the C-level CEOs and whatnot,
right,
on how to grow their business, on how to attain their business goals. And meditation is becoming a
it's hip.
It's yeah, it's not hip, but people are starting to understand it works.
Yes, it works.
It works. And so
that's what I mean by hip.
Yes. Yeah, and so you're using meditation now as a tool for these business people. So tell them about this freebie that we're going to give them today regarding business meditation.
Right. So basically you can use meditation to further your health, but it also helps with business decisions. I was reading a Harvard neuroscientist just published a study, and they looked at a portion of the brain. I won't go into that part, but when you do regular meditation, they looked at eight-week training, a portion of your brain works better after this 8-week series. And so people that are, say, 50-year-olds, usually that portion of the brain decreases as you age, and you're not able to make the decisions as well as you were when you were 20, a little slower and foggier. They found that a 50-year-old's brain for that section was about the same as a 20-year-old's after they did the 8-week training.
Wow.
So that's what I'm giving you a snippet of here, is the business meditation training I do with professionals, so that your brain can be strong and healthy, and that section of the brain can make just as good decisions as when you were 20. Things flow, decisions come easier, you get clarity, you're not as forgetful. Meditation has great benefits.
Through you.
Yeah, so let the decisions come.
So up next, here is a freebie meditation. Just zone out, checking out the visuals, close your eyes, whatever you want to do, and listen to Barb's free meditation.
Enjoy.
Thank you.
Welcome to class number 3 on self-hypnosis, the Catalyst program. I'm Dr. Barbara Cox. Welcome. As you reviewed your goals for this class and what you'd like to accomplish, health, wealth, or relationship-wise, start to tune in with your breath, breathing into the belly. And imagine anything in the belly that feels tight or tense. It begins to loosen up naturally as you breathe in. And again, no need to do anything, just observe, just notice. Just by noticing the breath, your body will loosen up and begin to release those old patterns. And during this process, you may feel extra drowsy, and this is just a sign that you're going into the deep subconscious. Everybody experiences this in a different way, a different level, and that's fine. Breathe all the way down into the tailbone. And imagine at the base of the tailbone, as you exhale, you imagine tree roots growing down into a new space, a new place for you, an earth symbolic of prosperity and nurturance, much love and abundance in all forms, supportive relationships, and much prosperity. And imagine as your tree roots grow into this new earth, symbolic of a new pattern, Feel the tree roots growing slowly, almost like a new plant is growing, anchoring you into a new state of being. Imagine approaching this with a state of wonder, childlike curiosity, enthusiasm even, and peacefulness. Letting those tree roots go all the way down past the rocks, the layers of earth, down into the earth's magnetic core, the magma. And imagine in your mind's eye, this is a very high vibration magma, and it breaks up and loosens up any old patterns, any old ways of being that you'd like to let go of, any old frustrations, any old ways of patterns that produce lack of supportive relationships in work or love in life. Just imagine all of those get released with the breath. Imagine that all those breaths as you exhale help to loosen up the belly, breathing into the belly with fresh, enthusiastic ways of being. Put a bright yellow color to this breath. Imagine breathing in enthusiasm for a new way of being. Imagine as you breathe into the belly, opening up to new possibilities. And imagine in this new place that you're standing in your mind's eye. It's very bright and shimmering with possibility. And as you're standing or sitting there, lying there, whatever you're doing in your mind's eye, in this restful, natural place, let waves of gratitude wash over you for this wonderful experience of life, even with its old frustrations, watching those float away. Imagine as you stretch out into this new way of being, let your body rest on the earth. Let the weight of gravity gently tug on your body. And let's begin to breathe into the count of 7. At your own rate, just breathing in from 7 back to 1. And hold and then release. And then practice a new pattern. This is a way to focus on breaking up old patterns. Breathe in for a count of 8. Back from 8 to 1. So you would go 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold for 2 and exhale for 2. And then breathe in for 8. Hold for 2. Exhale for 2. Breathe in for 8. And release. And go to your natural pattern. And just notice it may feel funny breathing in this way. 8, 2, 2, 8. But notice how your breathing affects your body, your state of mind. Noticing your natural breathing pattern has broken up. Ask your inner awareness, however you conceptualize that, your higher self, to come in and align all parts of you, inner child, inner adult, all personas in you, align them for your highest happiness. Whatever that means to you, you know within your highest happiness. Imagine a state of deep bliss and compassion for yourself. Breathing that in the belly, deep blissfulness. And if you'd like, you can call in all your inner guides, wise guides, wise archetypes. Imagine all the archetypes from the past, present, and future can be in the room now, all around prosperity. Prosperity in relationships, in business, in life. Imagine you can choose 2 or 3 prosperous guides to go within and talk with you as a mentor. Imagine the space you're in, this new way of being. It may feel strange at first, or maybe a little unsettling, but know it's safe. Being in a state of your highest happiness and peace. Take a moment to quietly say hello to your guides for prosperity. Whether you've chosen 2 or 3, notice what they look like, what they sound like, maybe what they're wearing, what shoes they have on, their tone of voice, their countenance. Whatever details come to you first, it may be a color, a symbol. Take a moment, quietly go within and see what information they have to give you. If you're auditory, you may hear it. If you're visual, you may see colors. If you're kinesthetic, you may get sensations, feelings, patterns. Just notice. And ask your guides to help you open up to new ways of bringing in prosperity. Imagine this is like a fountain bubbling up in the belly, a hot spring bubbling up, maybe a fountain of comfort. Just begin to notice in the belly a sense of shift and fountaining up. And ask your subconscious mind and your guides to show you a few ideas for a project, whatever that project may look like. It's not for me to say, just ask your subconscious mind and your guides for a project, something to do in the next days or weeks that progress you on your path towards your highest happiness. And this project may look a little different than you think in your day-to-day activities. Let your inner subconscious begin to bubble up, opening up to a new project, something maybe a little different than you're used to. Breathing into the belly, imagining the belly opening up with a fountain of ideas. Letting it just drift into your awareness, breathing into the chest. And notice some ideas that come to you. And these ideas may come at sleep as well over the next day or two. Floating with the breath, letting the mind's eye watch the breath float off as a cloud. And just notice floating to the ideas. Let your mind, let your body, your awareness float across the ideas. I'll give you a moment of quiet to just float. And also asking your inner guides, those wise parts of yourself and your world, to open you up to awareness for helpful sources in your world, in your daily life. Imagine all your channels of communication spring open. Maybe in the past they were a little rusty or shut down. All the people that support you, all the processes that support you that you may not have been aware of, to help you find greater happiness, peace, and prosperity in your day-to-day life. Imagine any rust in your lines of communication. Gently break up. Imagine as you exhale, the rust breaks up, and as you're floating by, all the lines of communication are bathed in a beautiful gel with sparkly bubbles. Breaking up, those bubbles break up the rust, break up blockages, break up any particles that are in the way, letting those float by, and noticing your lines of communication are recharged and rejuvenated, feeling a sense of peace and purpose. Checking in with the feeling of releasing old limiting beliefs and being in awe over the process of your future unfolding, sensing hundreds, thousands even of supportive seeds of connection, letting those seeds open up and sprout. Imagine watching those seeds watered with your breath, with your exhale, unfurling, sprouting gently, slowly. And then imagine with each breath, with each exhale, they open up and sprout a little more, hundreds, thousands, out into the distance, all the way as far as the eye can see. Seeing yourself as a sower of seeds, feeling yourself having more enthusiasm to plant the seeds, tossing them into fertile soil, gathering up your seeds and running through your mind's eye, letting them toss into the fertile soil all around you. More and more seeds sprouting. Those lines of communication opening up, sparking growth of seeds, introducing you to more and more people, surprising people, new people, old acquaintances, coming across your path, feeling a growing sense of wonder, activating in the body. Breathing into the belly, exhaling, releasing. Again, practicing that new pattern as a symbol for new prosperity. Breathing in to a count of 8. Hold for 2. Exhale for 2. Breathe in for 8. Hold for 2. Exhale for 2. Breathe in for 8. Hold for 2. Exhale for 2. Breathe in for 8. Hold for 2. Exhale for 2. Breathe in for 8. Hold for 2. Exhale for 2. Breathe in for 8. Hold for 2. Exhale for 2. Breathe in for 8. And then as you exhale, imagine opening up to that new pattern. Imagining that new pattern being those seeds unfurling, asking your subconscious mind to support you as the sower of seeds. And watching as the seeds sprout, and most of them take hold, and occasionally some seeds don't. See yourself tossing it off and laughing like a little child, watching the seeds grow, and the ones that sprout, as you sow hundreds of seeds, you'll have plenty. So even if 70 grow and 30 take a respite, that's okay. They may grow later. But watch those 70 growing, and they have more seedlings, and so on and so on. So a seed of 1 or 2 can end up producing thousands. Breathing in, letting that process download into the belly like a new mental, emotional, physical pattern. You may notice yourself feeling or acting a little different in the next following days. And that's fine. Allowing whatever of that pattern to take hold. Opening up to it fully for just a second or two. Imagine it being like a pulse of electricity flowing through the body. Pulsing, sparking. That part of you, it may have been dormant but was always there. You may just have forgotten about it. It's like you opened a closet. Part of you that was sleeping is now awake. Seeing yourself with more peace and prosperity. Noticing the peace and prosperity you already have. Letting that pulse through your body. As you breathe into the belly, feeling relaxed and calm. Letting a sense of relaxation wash over the body from the top of the head all the way down to the tips of the toes, below the soles of the feet, down through the arms and out the fingertips, a wash of relaxation, knowing it's safe to give yourself rest, to give yourself happiness in whatever form that takes. Rest in that for a moment. Feeling that spark of happy peacefulness in your soul, letting that carry you through the next days and weeks. Gently begin to let a new spark of insight awaken to you as you gently begin to bring yourself more fully into the room, counting your breath up from 5 to 1, 5 deep breaths in, and when you reach 1, you can bring yourself fully into the room, bringing your awareness with you, peacefulness, restfulness, knowing all is well. Begin to open your eyes whenever you're ready, wiggling your feet and toes. Maybe tap your leg with your hand or rub your hands together. And then give yourself a few moments to integrate and bring your awareness fully integrated into the room. For more information, see my website at drbarbaracox.com. Thanks.